Hi, this is Katie Young.
This is Josh Rucker.
This is the Weather Third. We're talking about community, business,
Personal development, and financial pathology.
Boom. Got it.
Got it. Just like that.
All right, new season.
Hey, man, season 3. We've been working. I don't even, no, that ain't the thing, but I'm just saying we've been working.
We have. Yeah. So, look, people that's listening in, this past season, we took y'all on a journey to where we took you to the prison system we worked in.
Yeah.
The juvenile detention center. I don't want to say prison system, but it is part of the prison system.
It's the prison system.
The juvenile detention center, we still do work there.
Yeah.
But we're changing up what we do a little bit.
Yeah.
With that mission. I just saw Isaiah yesterday, man. I took him some. Was it Sunday?
Yeah.
What's today? Monday.
Today's Tuesday. No. Today's Monday.
Today Monday. I went by there Saturday.
Yeah.
Took Isaiah some food.
Mm-hmm.
Soon to get him some clothes. Isaiah is actually doing very well.
Nice.
For the people that don't know Isaiah was one of our students in the financial literacy program we have that's in prisons.
Yeah.
And in the juvenile detention centers.
Man, that's good, man.
So Isaiah accomplished this. Isaiah actually. So I also worked with another juvenile in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah actually has privileges to leave. To leave from the house that he's in.
Yeah.
And come out for like 24 to 48 hours and
Wow.
go back. Now, in order to do this, he explained to me, in order to get this kind of respect, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Get this kind of respect, you have to do what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to answer 30 questions, follow the house rules, and he actually gets to leave and go as he pleases.
Yeah.
Not as he pleases, but he got the respect.
Under some guidelines.
I'm gonna tell you how much respect he got. So I was running late because it was a real bad accident on the freeway, and I was just downtown doing what I do. And so I called up there. I said, "Hey, I know it's because you're gonna drop us off till 3:00,
right?
Something like that." I was like, "Hey, I know it's past 3. Can I still bring what I need to bring up there for Isaiah? I mean, for somebody that's there." And at first I was like, "Nah," but then they said, "Who was the person you bringing it for?" I said, "Isaiah." Yeah. And they said, "Oh, of course you can." Bring it.
Go bring.
So I was like,
"Dang,
Isaiah doing this thing.
We got some clout in there."
Seriously, from doing the right thing, being responsible, taking care of responsibility.
Yes, I mean that's what it takes.
I want people to understand my next statement. Freedom in this country for certain people is an opportunity. It's not something you're born with, essentially. And I want to say I want to say another word. Freedom is a luxury for some people in this country. Freedom is a luxury. So imagine right now at age 19, I want you to get to age 19, 20. Some people were going to college and they could wake up, go to get lunch, go to get, the food that they need, drive a ride to the place they need to go to.
Do whatever they want.
But imagine you having to wake up, having to ask someone,
"Hey, can I go to the cafeteria real quick?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Can I go to the bathroom real quick?"
Now look, some people say, well, he did what he had to do to get put in there. We know from living in this country that the 13th Amendment is not equal.
Not at all.
To everyone. Period. Point blank period. If you don't know what it is, go look up the 13th Amendment, do your own research. But we know that this system is not designed for people to be free.
Yeah.
Certain people to be free.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, some people don't have the luxury or the privilege to get up and to use the restroom without asking someone. So for Isaiah to work his way out of that system, it's big.
Yeah.
It's major.
That's a major.
So I give Isaiah some claps.
Claps right here real quick.
All right, so we're gonna move to the podcast. Now I got my I'm tier podcast time. So Josh, this is the last book of Josh.
This last book.
We went through the beginning part of your life.
Yeah.
Then we went through the middle.
Yeah.
Which the beginning was like childhood.
Yeah.
The middle was like teenage years. Yeah. Now we get to I always say this: what you learn in your childhood and your teenage years is what you do as an adult.
Yeah. Hey. That's real. That's real. Like, I just had a little quick flashback. I was like, you know what?
It make a lot of sense.
That make a lot of sense. But yeah, man.
So now, where do we leave off at? Where do we leave off at? Do you remember?
I want to say
college.
I think second college though.
Euler?
Euler. Because if we remember, straight out of high school, I went to Jonesboro.
And you talked about that experience.
ASU. Yeah, man. Hated it. Went through some.
What made you hate that so much?
Man, it wasn't built for us. And who I was at 17, visiting Jonesboro, I was like, all right, cool. I could do this, yada yada. But I didn't plan for the maturation, and I really didn't. I wasn't cognizant of the fact that I was maturing at a fast pace, or even at a pace that was faster than the city itself. But anyway, what I mean by that is who I was at 17 wasn't who I was at 19, you know? So just those 2 years.
2 years changed that much?
Made me.
You know they say that men's brain does not mature fully until age 25, 26.
We about to talk about all of this, bro. Like, and when I say that holds true, that holds true. Like, for me. For me.
But yeah, that's... Ooh.
For me. Okay, so at 19, I had been there for a year or whatever, but I was unhappy. You had
been at Euler?
I was I was at
Jonesboro.
ASU.
Okay,
gotcha. ASU for a year. I was unhappy. I had to finally realize that I was bigger than my environment.
Explain that, because I get we use a big fish in a small pond, or
okay. So coming from Little Rock, Little Rock isn't a big city,
but it is a city, though.
But it is a city, you know.
You know what? I had someone share that with me this past weekend. Mm-hmm. They from another country, and they travel all across the United States.
Yeah.
They'd never been to Little Rock before.
Yeah.
And they came to Little Rock, and, you know, of course, I gave them the Little Rock tour. And my tours would be like, I'm taking the places.
Yeah, taking you places most people in Little Rock don't even know.
They love the city.
Yeah.
Because it has everything a big city would have, but it's a small town.
It's a small town. That's why we call mid-size. We're mid-size.
Yeah.
But coming from a place where my graduation class was in the 600s, guy. So, like in Jonesboro, it's
a culture shock.
It is.
No, seriously. It is.
It is.
And even, I don't know the Jonesboro now.
Mm-hmm.
The Jonesboro back then was really a culture shock.
2008, bro? Like,
I went to a party in Jonesboro, and I was like, hold on,
wait a minute.
We got to drive 10 miles to get alcohol?
To get some liquor? Bruh.
When there's a liquor store
where
on
I'm
every
from,
corner.
I could walk down the street. Like, as a kid, though, you could walk down the street to a liquor store.
Yeah, it's different.
Anyway, so... and plus, what I was, the caliber of man that I was becoming, you know, just me entering, you know, into who I am, that environment wasn't going to allow me to be my full self.
Gotcha. Understood.
At all.
Understood.
Just because of the, you know, systems and the mind frame and the psychology of that particular area. So, I had to recognize some things. Like I couldn't do the same things that I was doing here in Jonesboro.
Big facts.
So I made the decision I had to move around. So I came back home, went to Euler. When I was 2010 was like the worst year of my life, just on the basis of...
So what happened? Start from January all the way to... Do you want to start in January?
Really just in a synopsis, that year I just lost so many people. And it just looked like...
Death
man,
and
like...
Yeah.
Just stumbling blocks, bro. It was just, even in just, you know, my personal life, just seemed like the decisions I were making wasn't panning out to the plan that I had for them, you know. So
explain, because you saying decisions, because you know I'm a process person. I got to know, like, when you say decisions, was it in alignment with what the outcomes you wanted, or was it the complete opposite of the outcome you wanted?
Complete opposite, because I didn't know about, you know, alignments. And first, I didn't know who I was, first of all. Secondly, I wasn't planning for alignment. I wasn't planning on a strategic level.
You was just planning for day by day.
Hey, bro, I'm going to live day by day. Look, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. These are probably going to be the end results. I deal with them when I get to them.
So you almost didn't care?
No, I didn't. Like, I was living real flippantly, just real nonchalant. Like, and that's just been my nature, I guess. Well, been my mindset. I don't want to call that my nature, but that's just been my mindset for a long time. But and I lived that for the
since
next
2010.
Yeah, well, I lived that for the next, you know, like 3-4 years.
Wow.
Oh, bro, stay tuned. So 2010, I lost my great aunt. Okay, back up. I want to say it was like December of 2009. A good friend of mine that I grew up with, Tim Dunn, he died. He died in a motorcycle accident. So then, skip 2010, I lost my great aunt out of nowhere. One of my exes, who was still a good friend, she was killed.
So you had more than death coming in threes. You had like sixes.
My grandmother, she left in August out of nowhere. It was tough, bro. So
just that one, just one would have been
enough. Just to let you know, boy, losing my grandma changed me, right? Because when you have a figure in your life that's an anchor, you tend to be lost.
I'll be honest, man. I always tell people if I ever lost my grandma, you need to be calling me.
Please call me.
Call me
for real. So I've had 3 women in my life who've been anchors. My mom, of course, her sister, my aunt, and their mom, my grandmother. So losing one of those people was tough. Earth shaking, bruh. Like I had to really readjust and figure out, like, replan, like, because I always knew, like, these 3 women was gonna be here, So it really just kind of, had me stand up on my own too, But losing those people or whatever, I don't know, it slipped into some type of depressed state, and I was just acting out, basically.
Yeah, dude. Like I always, like some people try to mask their depression and make it seem like it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You like that. Yeah. Because I know for me, I worked myself.
I was one of those people.
I worked to.
Well, I'll say this: I wasn't working. That's not what I was doing. To get away from the pain and I guess the your own thoughts, because. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that but to get away from the pain, what I chose to do was really just enjoy myself. So everything that was giving me, those dopamine hits, those dopamine hits, I became addicted to the good feels, the nostalgia. So yes, the rock star life is what I called it. Sex, lies, videotapes.
You was doing all that.
That was me
for 4 years straight.
That was me, bro.
Oh, wait, so, did I skip ahead?
No. Okay, because I'm gonna take you. KF said 4 years, so I'm gonna take you year by year. 21. I met who's now my son's mom. We were together for a year and a half, and that was one of those relationships where it was almost like puppy love, but it was
love.
It was love, and it was real. It was mutual. It was genuine. So. We got together or whatever. We had our relationship. The relationship, it really didn't pan out to be, what we wanted it to be. For whatever reason, she went through some things on her side of the table, and the communication wasn't there. And so what happened is we both shut down. I'm still big on communication. I was back then, and so
that's one thing I need to work on more.
Man, you know what? So that relationship and the next one after that really shaped me into who I am today. Because the relationship with my son's mom, it taught me that there are different frequencies, I'll say, of communication.
Explain it, because I need to understand that part. When you say different frequencies, are you talking about like just the tonality or like the?
I mean, everything, bro. So what I had to realize is. So we all have different love languages, right?
The love language.
So even if you meet somebody that has the same love language as you all might have different dialects, right?
So it's almost like slang and English.
Exactly,
and all that
exactly. So there's a difference between Old English and slang. It's still English, but it's two totally different.
The syntax is different.
Yeah, the syntax is totally different, right? So sometimes you'll have to have a medium or a meeting ground, a meeting in the middle. We didn't have that. So what I mean by that is, I communicate how I communicate. You communicate how you communicate. Up until now, this has been working because we ain't had to do no problem solving.
It's all been sex, lies. What'd you say? Sex, drugs, and video.
Yeah, sex, drugs, videotapes. Like, so we just been good. But now we've hit this road bump. So now we got a flat tire. We got to fix something. Now, how I'm communicating to you what I need to fix this tire or how I want to go about fixing this tire is not reaching you. How you're wanting to deal with this flat